let's go through an introduction of master data services in SQL Server 2008 R2. Won't be too long. We'll kind of breeze through this. I'll kind of hit the highlights for you, help you understand pretty quickly what this is. Right? So we'll abbreviate it MDS. This is a new product that ships with SQL Server 2008 R2. Notice I didn't really say it's a feature. And there is maybe some contention. Is it a feature? Is it a product? I think it's a product. I haven't seen that question put to a Microsoft person, though. Maybe they think of it as a feature. I don't know. I think of it sort of, how you think of analysis services, integration services, reporting services, and SQL Server as the four cores. I think of it as almost the fifth stepbrother, if you will, out there trying to make its way onto the team. I don't know. We'll kind of play with it and see. This is only available with Enterprise and the data center. Okay, I should have put in their developer edition too, because it's going to have it, an evaluation edition. I mean, if you have to be absolutely specific about it, right? And it's also only 64-bit. So what it is, we got to kind of go through a couple of things first. Okay? So give you best understanding, let's just go through a quick scenario. Let's imagine we're consultants and we've been hired by a company with about 20,000 employees, and they have 5 mission critical databases that they've asked us to help optimize workflows on. Okay? They have a CRM database, a customer relationship management database. They have a human resources database, a sales database, shipping, receiving, inventory, warehouse database, and then lastly they have a database that they serve their website sales, website products from. Okay? Probably not that different from most organizations out there. You could add asset inventory management and other pieces in here as well. All right, now I've pieced these out. Okay, so the 5 databases are spread across here, and there's probably, if you think about these from a data standpoint, a lot of overlap. Okay, so in the sales database, we probably have some employee information, right? Well, we certainly have duplicates of that employee information in the human resources database, and we definitely have duplicates of that information in the customer relationship management. We want to know which employee is responsible for which customer, who initiated contact, who worked with the last ticket. Those types of things are going to be worked with there. Now we might, let me change my colors here. Let's say that we have products. Well, we certainly have products in the sales database, probably not so much in the human resources, but in the CRM, we might have that in there as well. We might have at least some sort of a, contractual relationships, service level agreements with customers on certain products. Our website, we take product sales here. We ship these products. Okay. What else might we have? Order entry information, certainly going to go into sales, right? Under here, we'd have orders, and we need to access that on the website, right? And then we need to look over here. Oops, a bill of lading down here. So we'd have, sorry, I can't, order information. So notice that we're sharing information all around. And really, there's probably a lot of this where we go from here and look in here, and maybe we go in here, and right, there's almost a life cycle, if you will. There's a lot of sharing of data. Doesn't necessarily go in a circle. Human resources might need to go over here, or the CRM might need to come down here, right? My diagram now looks about to make a pentagram if I'm not careful here. Okay, the point is, take away from this, there is a lot of overlapping data. Okay, so we are working as the consultants with this organization, trying to help them build a nice business intelligence solution, help them optimize their databases, help them work a little bit more efficiently. And we're working with the 4 big products: SQL Server, integration services, analysis services, and reporting services. And when we're starting to write our reports, just to pick one of these, right, we might find ourselves in one report accessing sales data, CRM data, website data, shipping data. Okay. Well, this means we really may need to, in the SQL Server, we might have a relational data warehouse here, okay, that we report from. And we have to start extracting this information from all of these disparate data sources. And we have to run this through our data cleansing, our data validation, go through the normal ETL processes that you would do. We have to worry about data quality. Okay? We start duplicating these employee lists. How do we know somebody didn't fat finger it? How do we know somebody didn't enter something in wrong in one database and then it's different in another database, right? So as we bring it into our relational data warehouse, we have to run our data quality, all kinds of things going on, right? A lot of data validation checks must be performed to load that data warehouse. I know I've gone a long way, but this idea in the data warehouse of having one fact, okay? Remember, you have fact tables, dimensions tables here. You have a fact as a single point of truth. It is what happened. It's a historical fact. Okay? This is what happened. Okay? Master data is about creating basically a fact around your entire organization. Okay? Having a single copy of the truth. Okay? You have one list of employees. Okay? You have one list of products, one list of orders, one list of inventory. Okay? You don't have these duplicated in all these different databases. And everybody within the organization recognizes this list of employees, this is the ultimate list. When a new employee joins, they only get added to this list. We're not adding them to 5 new databases. Okay? This is the list. And when you design what's called an MDM, a master data management solution, all of the data changes are checked against that master list. You try to add a new product to the system, it's going to check, is that product in the master data list? Okay? It's not going to have a localized copy of that. So this is what master data services is all about. It's Microsoft trying to help you come up with a master data management solution. Okay? Technical stuff that originally started off with another company that Microsoft bought several years ago. It was going to be integrated into SharePoint. Does not need SharePoint today. Microsoft looked at it and said, no, this is really better served in the SQL Server world. So now we're back to this, and we're going to put that one list of employees here, and we're going to just basically create hooks in here. Okay? So here's where everything is. Right here, when you want to add a new sale, then you're going to pull that employee from that master data services list. Okay, that's what it is. It's just a big master data. It's it's not. It's oversimplifying it to say it's a glorified table that everybody can access, because that's not really what it is. But you can kind of understand the concept. Okay. All right, so it's not just about defining a single copy of the data. There's all sorts of other pieces with this: business rules, automatic cleaning of the data if you notice a violation of a business rule. They've enabled, which I thought was pretty advanced for a first generation product, an API so that companies can automatically build their own applications around master data services. Okay? It's got a web-based interface so you can add new data to the master lists. It's a very robust application. Does not feel like a version 1.0. It's been well thought out here. I will suggest, though, that you're going to have to do a lot of critical thinking about it. I have my knife with blood on it down there because you are really on the bleeding edge at this point with master data services. This is very much a version 1.0 product. And good news is that SQL Server 2012 doesn't radically change things. Okay? But there's still some idiosyncrasies, let's say, of working with master data services. There's some, like, it's different if you want to apply a service pack. You have to apply that service pack differently than you would to master data services than you would to your SQL Server, and you have to stop your web server, and like there's a couple of things that you have to be wary of when you're working with master data services here. But really the big thing here is that you're going to have to re-architect all of your applications so that they no longer pull from the local copy of the products table, right? That they go to that master list. That's a big deal, okay? So I don't expect master data services to really take off in the next 2 months, but over the next decade, you're going to see adoption, whether it be of Microsoft's master data services or other competing products, or roll your own solutions, right? Because you can roll the idea of just creating a master table just by making one database with all the shared information, okay? But organizations need this sort of thing. It's just a matter of, are they willing to do it from Microsoft, okay? All right, we have one final video here in Chapter 11, and we're going to talk about the new SQL Server 2008 R2 feature pack.